Good afternoon and welcome to a special presentation of Elite Esports. We have our junior varsity Super Smash Brothers team competing today against Fairfax High School. First up on the ticket is going to be Zebo. We haven't seen much of Zebo on these live streams. He's a newer player, but looking to start his Smash journey with Elite here. And we're going to cut to the game right now. So Zebo going with Ira Mitra in his main since he has started training against the first player coming out from Fairfax who has chosen to go for Hero. Now, Hero is kind of a scary pick. There is a lot of utility in that character's kit. So Zebo's going to have to be very careful in avoiding some of these strong spells. He was able to shield and sleep one, but Toe was able to hit him with a forward air. Zebo tries to charge forward with a side smash, but now Toe is holding him off of the stage. He tries to recover, but he gets caught out in the side smash now from the Hero. He hits him with an up tilt. Hero counters with a forward air. Zebo keeps pushing him away. Flame Buster keeps pushing him off. Zebo goes for the Burning Edge, goes for another one, but it gets reflected back at him. Of those stronger special attacks. He's going to need to land a smash attack here if he does want to secure this KO. And another side smash there. Gets a little bit of chip damage, but still not going for the confirm. Now Zebo doing a better job of just keeping control of the stage, trying to zone out the Hero here. But Hero chooses the right spell and is able to blast him away. The spell just doing an instant KO at that percentage. Hero grabs, chucks him off the side of the stage, puts him away with a lightning. Zebo looking for an opening here. Get a little slash. He does. He finds when he dashes in and secures his first stock of the match. But he has lots of work to do. Hasn't been able to get past the puzzling Hero spells that have been coming out from the first player on Fairfax, and that's going to be an SE to end the first round. So Hero does in the first round. He was able to get some good stage control advantage in plays, but ultimately fell to some of the tricky spells coming out from the side of Fairfax. We'll be back in just a moment with round two. with round number 2 of set number 1. Looks like there is a Bayonetta switch from the side of Fairfax, and oh, that is not how they want that second round to start out. From being a little too aggressive and going for an SD. Luckily, the Bayonetta's been able to get a few big hits on the Zevo already to extend a little bit of an advantage, but that SD could be costly. Zevo gets caught out on the end of the stage and will capitalize on that with a good smash attack, but Zevo not at a high enough percentage to get outright KO'd. So looking for an opening, getting a couple nice up airs chained together, and taking advantage of when Zevo is vulnerable by using the Pyro Mithra side special too much. Now Zevo out, goes in with the side special, gets up to 64, but Ko comes in and slams down, sticks the heel into the head of Zevo, and secures his first KO of the match. So it's looking really good momentum here. Zevo shielding a lot of those jabs. Zevo dodges into the center, cuts away with the side special, tries to catch him with the Pyro up special, but barely misses. Now Zevo looking for an here. Secure what would be a second KO, even though the first one was unforced. Now trouble recovering to the stage. He gets zoned out by all those projectiles there. Pushes him away with the side special. He's waiting for Ko to get back. He tries to swipe at him with a couple of quick tilts. And that will do it. Hard to survive at 170, but the repeated side specials do get it done. So now both players at one stock. Zevo doing a lot of damage by being up on that platform. He pushes him away with another burning edge. Dodges into the center, lands the up special. So lands a couple of hits just to make it a little closer. But Bayonetta able to get behind Zevo for a couple of quick kicks. Now Zevo getting jumped out here. Goes into the middle of the stage. Ultimately falls to the Bayonetta counter, who read the side special coming in from Zevo and able to react and punish with a good side smash. So Zevo falling 2-0 to the first player on Fairfax High School. We will be right back with round number 2 here in today's best of 5. Next up for the Eagles is going to be Flacida. Flacita's in her second season here at Elite Esports, our resident Kirby player, but she's also been known to play a lot of Samus or Bowser. But I will say the Kirby has been working thus far. And we saw a little bit of that Bowser last week, even though that game was off stream. So Flacida going to be played in the second set here, trying to even up the score for the Eagles. We are on to set number 2 here. Fairfax taking a 1-0 lead. And Flacida getting lots of damage on to the second player inside of Fairfax, that being the person playing Wii Fit Trainer. So Flacida going with Dr. Mario. She has been practicing that lately, but you have yet to see it in an actual physical game here. So she can get rid of that. He tosses Wii Fit Trainer off of the edge now. At a disadvantage. Wii Fit Trainer can zone out. Good reactive shield there to not advantage throwing and cutting some of that momentum away, and a nice up special to get Wii Fit back up to 114. Able to recoup some of that damage. Some breathing exercises. Dives past them, gets hit by the ball. Now looking for an opening here. Looking to reflect one of those projectiles. But now both players trading blows and both at over 100 damage. So his first kill here could be crucial. Flacida grabs, chucks him off to the right. And a strong throw from Dr. Mario. Here's the first KO in the match. And Flacida reflects that projectile back into the face of Wii Fit Trainer. Maria 64 under second stock. So Flacida looking to extend that lead. Throwing a couple kills in the way of the trainer. Puts him at 70. Looking for an opening here. She dives forward, but goes a little bit too far. The overextending capitalized on by a nice down air. Flacida able to at least get a good health advantage here and get at least a slim lead on this second stock. Good headbutt there, puts him at 102, now in a vulnerable position. Flacida pushes him off for another kill, and a beautiful back air to continue to zone out the Wii Fit Trainer. And he dodges below the stage, unable to recover, and Flacida secures his second KO here. He grabs, a nice little up air. Wii Fit Trainer pushes him out, the warrior pose. Players throwing projectiles back and forth, but as Flacida gets turned around, shoved into the ground, E3 does need to be a little bit careful. Those smash attacks can hit pretty hard. Up there gets some chip damage in, but nothing more than that. Looking to maybe challenge off stage, but doesn't go all the way. Now finds herself on the right side of the stage at a little bit of a disadvantage here. Fit Trainer looking to land one of these huge stuns, and Flacida reflects it! She reflects it, she reads them like a book, and uses the counter projectile to secure the win. A very impressive play and way to end the first round of the second set here. Impressive stuff. We'll be right back with round number 2 of set number 2. We are back with round number 2 of set number 2. Flacida taking the last one by 2 stocks. Now, no character switch, but the player on Fairfax has chosen to change the outfit for the trainer. Maybe thinking that the green tank top might be a little more lucky this time. Flacida, no outfit change, still with the purple Dr. Mario suit, but is having some trouble already in this one. Going at 50, hasn't really been able to find an opening here against the trainer that's running all over the map. Waiting for the opportunity to maybe reflect that projectile. She picks him off the stage really quickly. Hasn't been able to find anything else since. A couple quick little tilts here, and a nice up special to boot. Now from Smash 54, but Flacida finding a little bit of space here to get some damage in. Good shield, good impulse. Smash attack blocks the warrior pose, but takes a soccer ball to the head. Gotta hurt. And now, a couple more soccer balls to the head. Now, Flacida's in a vulnerable spot at 97. Again, these smash attacks from the trainer have some pretty good range. Flacida not able to get away from the soccer balls this time. And not able to react and reflect that projectile like she was able to in that first game. But a good smash attack flips the script, evens the score. Now, both players at 2 stocks. And starting out, and we'll go back to square one. Now Flacida making some adjustments, blocking some of those incoming flying headers coming out from the Wii Fit trainer. Jumping up in the air, trying to get 2 more chain hits together. Misses to reflect on that sun salutation. Reflects the soccer ball, but doesn't get anything out of it. Flacida now gets pummeled into the ground. Now, needs to stay really safe here, away from the soccer balls, which have been very, very deadly, I have to say, in this second round. Tries to zone out with some of those kills. Continues to zone him out. But the angles of the soccer balls have been doing wonders for the player on Fairfax thus far in the second round. Flacida goes in for the opening. Wii Fit trainer caught lacking. And Mario spins around, secures the second KO, and continues to press his advantage. Flacida being a little more aggressive here. A beautiful back air. But it's cut short. The combo's cut short by, you guessed it, the soccer ball. Jumping, Flacida avoiding some of those soccer balls, but the DI does not save her there. Flacida down for her last stock again. Tries to charge up a smash attack. The trainer recognizes that opening. Dodges both projectiles now. With the stage advantage, pushes Wii Fit off with a back air. And luckily able to button mash out of that trap there as Wii Fit trainer floats right into the paws of Dr. Mario as he pulls her off to the left side of the stage. And Flacida wins both rounds, evening the score for the Eagles. 1-1. Eagles versus Fairfax High School. We'll be back with set number 3 very soon. Third up on the ticket for today is going to be Ruby Runes. Now we're at a 1-1 tie in this best of 5 here. So Ruby Runes at a crucial point in the match will need to win this if the Eagles are going to have to take a 2-1 lead in this series here. So might see some Pokemon Trainer, might see some Pyramithra, but Fairfax being already adjusted to Pyramithra gameplay means that it looks like Ruby Runes will be going with Pokemon Trainer here to start out against a Marth as the third player from Fairfax. It will be a smash field to start round 1 here. Players pulling it out, not really engaging yet. Ruby Runes goes in with the side B, charges right in, does a little bit of chip damage, charges up the water gun too. Okay, good. Upbeat shield slices Squirtle just a little bit, but it appears it was just a small cut. Squirrel's only at 13% right now. Marth trying to zone out Ruby Runes here, jumping in, spamming in some aerials, trying to zone him out, make sure he can't get close. But Ruby Runes taking advantage of the short burst of indecisiveness that we are seeing from the Marth, and at least going in with the side B there. Runes gets back on top of the stage, able to recover, and a nice back air to kick Toe away. Toe's able to recover. Ruby Runes pushes him away with the water gun again. Will he do it again? He is continuing to push him away. And Marth is still able to get back onto the stage. And Ruby Runes continues to push him back just with the Squirtle neutral B. Typically, you don't see Ruby Runes play Squirtle this deep into the match. Usually switch to Ivysaur by now, but the Squirtle has been working so far. Puts Toe at 82. Nice neutral air to continue to push him. Toe able just to get back, just barely. Well-timed recoveries from the side of Marth has definitely at least saved one stock so far. Now Marth with the advantage, pushing Ruby Runes out. Ruby Runes tries to go for a down air, kicks him up. Now Ruby Runes switching over to Ivysaur now. Has maybe a little bit more ability to zone out the Marth with that Vine Whip projectile. Dash in and go for a grab. Gets a little bit exposed to just up tilt there. He goes for another dash attack. Now it's getting exposed by the Marth. He's charging up the smash attack now. Now Ruby Runes having to just stay away just barely. You can see that the Marth is looking to go for the kill here. Runes dodges. And luckily is able to survive that incoming side B attack. Gets away from Marth wisely, still being trying to zone him out. Looking for an opening. Both players looking for openings here. And just barely get out of that close combat with Marth. That's certainly not where you want to be. Ruby just a bit too impatient as he peeks out over the edge, and Marth able to secure the first KO with the charge of neutral B attack. Charizard able to push Marth out a little bit, but it's gonna be tough. Charizard has such a big hitbox. He zones him out with neutral B. But Ruby Runes does need to start landing a smash attack or something very charged up here. Marth at 125. Been able to get it done with Squirtle or Ivysaur, but now it's going to be chopped. But Charizard, that big hitbox, not really doing him any favors. Misses a grab. A little bit of a shield break there, but Marth's still able to force him out. We're going to go back to Squirtle, maybe going to have a little bit more luck this way. The big hitbox from Charizard not really doing him any favors. He's already been at 75% without really doing much since the 5th minute of the match. Good aggressive aerials from Ivysaur there. Do finally secure that first KO for Ruby Runes, but he has a little bit of catching up to do. Marth hasn't really given him much openings to work with since the early part of this match. Marth making lots of adjustments, analyzing the play style, making the right plays. And still just trying to stay away from some of these quick flash attacks. Get out of that one. Folks, away. Ruby goes back to Charizard as key. Should be very risky as we saw Charizard take such a big hitbox, and luckily Ruben's taking advantage of the short range there before Marth could counter that incoming Flare Blitz attack. Strategize trying to get a bunch of damage on Marth. He knows that his time on the second stock will be thin. He's able to get out of that side special and grabs, chucks him off, puts Marth at 81. Get away. Pushes Marth away with some of that fire. Marth tries to counter. Ruben's able to grab. Both players missing though. He's trying to bat him away with the tail. But should have gone for the grab and not the tail as Marth goes out of shield and punishes the visual aggression there. Ruben is able to get some damage on Marth here. 2 minutes left in the match. Don't think that this one's going to go into overtime. So still at 87%. Ruben does need to secure this KO here if he is going to win this round. And all around with Ivysaur landing a couple quick aerials, now trying to zone him out with the Vine Whip. Goes in after the projectile lands. Hasn't been able to find too much value from the Vine Whip projectiles. Are able just to stay just far enough away, at least get out of the way before Ruben is able to follow up with another aerial from Ivysaur. Now as Ruben goes out, he gets the Charizard, he dashes for the cliff, jabs the Marth off, looks for more, waits out the counter, and it does redline, but it doesn't get anything else. And Ruben's barely able to get back onto the stage. Some very impressive recovery there from Squirtle. That could have been detrimental, but he is going to need to work fast here. Marth not really at a vulnerable percentage, and Ruben's can get easily KO'd, especially a Squirtle if he gets zoned out like this. And it looks like he's not going to be able to get close enough to the stage to recover, so Marth able to just zone him out with a couple of good forward airs in round 1. We'll be right back with round number 2 of set number 3, I should say. We are back with round number 2 of set number 3. Marth able to claim the victory over Ruby Runes in the last game due to some impressive zoning and aerial attacks. And Ruby Runes going over to Pyra to perhaps counteract the Marth here. And tries to go for a grab here. The neutral A slices him just a little bit. But starts out that neutral B a little bit too far away. So Nathaniel, or Ruby Runes I should say, jumping in, going for some aerials, but kind of jumping away. And when Ruby Runes goes in, he's able to come in with a couple of side, or I should say forward aerials. This will be zoned him out as Ruby Runes tries to approach. Gets another up, or a neutral air off, I should say. Tries to go for the up special, but it doesn't hit. Runs away from the sword, but runs right into another incoming neutral air. A couple more aerials chained together, and a few good ones. Puts Marth at 56%. Nice grab and throw, but nothing else out of it. Gets back on top of the stage, and Marth continues to zone him out. Side B's to get back. Now Ruby Runes in a tough spot, kind of where he was last game. On that left side of the stage, where Marth able just to kind of continue to push him away. Some of these lighter sword attacks here. He's looking for an opening to either use a down air or perhaps trap him with that up special. Goes into the side special, gets him up to 96, but he's going to need to really KO him using some of a smash attack or probably that up special. So in Zevo's game, the side special is good to trap people, but it's not very great at KOing. During those kills. Interesting idea to up special, but the stage is unfortunately in the way. He's able to catch toe on the recovery there as the side B is able to trap him, but doesn't get the shield break, and luckily nothing else able to get no other value, at least from the initial attack, but Marth keeps pushing away. He's not able to recover there. He just gets knocked off a little bit too far. Now Marth pressing advantage, wants to continue that lead, does not want that KO from Ruby Runes to come in too quickly. Goes pretty aggressive smash attack, but Marth is right there with the shield. Both players trading specials, but nowhere to be found. Waits out the side special. Ruby Runes jumps past him. Both players just feeling it out, but Ruby Runes lets him kind of walk right in. Goes and slicing with the Mithra up special, or the side special. Gets back onto the stage now, just looking to secure a kill with that side B. Marth is doing a really good job playing defensively. Finally, Ruby was able to capitalize and use that up special. He hasn't really been able to find too many openings. Marth playing very disciplined. The up special is very powerful, but it's also very predictable. So better players, more experienced players, they will not be able, or will be able to get out of it and predict it a lot better. So Marth doing a good job making sure he's not trapped in that up special now. As he lures him to the center of the stage for a side smash to secure his second stock. Dashing around looking for the opening, but hasn't really been able to find much. Marth still just looking away from him. He's chains a few aerials together and is able to dodge. Goes in for the grab with another quick attack in, but Marth shield incoming side special. He's not able to get any additional damage off of that. Caught at the top end of the side special of that burning edge, and walks into another one. So now Ruby Runes puts him at 91%. Tries to go for a nice little forward air, but a good air dodge from Marth keeps that away. Marth at 6. Ruins does need to get the KO fast and not let Marth get too much damage onto him on this last final stock here. Continuing to push out the Marth, but the directional influence has been really good. He's not been able to die here, despite being redlined a few times. So Marth doing a really good job using that kind of marginal value for directional influence. It's not going to save you all the time, but if it does, 1 out of 10 times it will save you. You can flip the dash. Ruben is able to take 30 to 50 more damage just because of the survivability from Marth. Just a little bit too slow in the recovery there. Just they caught out under his stage. So Marth able to take that set 2-0. So Fairfax High School will take a 2-1 lead in the best of 5 series this afternoon. Up for round number 4, trying to keep the Eagles alive in the series is going to be Flacida, and we are going to have a mirror matchup of what we had in the second set. It is going to be Dr. Mario facing off against the Wii Fit Trainer once again. So Flacida going another potentially 2 to 3 rounds against the Wii Fit Trainer here, who has once again changed the outfit. Now rocking the default blue tank top. Wii Fit Trainer tossing some of those soccer balls off the cliff. Flacida reflects it back. Just seeing 2 rounds of the soccer balls. Now is at least able to predict them a little bit better. But those 2 land. The trainer gets a sun salutation off, runs in, grabs, chucks Dr. Mario off the cliff. Flacida looking for an opening. She whacks the Wii Fit Trainer away, but ignores the incoming down air. The Trainer runs up, grabs, tosses Flacida up in the air. Flacida blocks. Incoming attack, forces her way with a forward air, and now a smash attack. Wii Trainer at 86%. Flacida forces her away with a nice up special. But they may not be able to get out of that, or they will. Smash attack being not fully charged up. And that soccer ball still pushing Dr. Mario away, so Flacida not able to recover there fully from the Wii Fit Trainer. Flacida just charging in, looking for an opening, sweeps the Wii Fit Trainer off. It redlines, but the DI saves them as they are able to recover back onto the stage here. Flacida does another sweeping kick, pushes her away with the pill, pushes her away with another one, tries to go for the offstage punish, as Wii Fit Trainer is able to get out of it. They're not able to get out of that side throw, so Flacida able to even up the score here, but not before taking 50 damage. Not sure what the sun salutation there was to heal the 0 damage to the Wii Fit Trainer, now at 16. Flacida not really blocking a lot of these soccer balls coming out, as Wii Fit Trainer is using them to time the recoveries a little bit better. Any hits from the soccer ball give the Wii Fit Trainer an opening to recover onto the stage without having to be threatened by the character on the stage, that being Dr. Mario. Flacida runs in, goes for that down special, but does whiff. Wii Fit Trainer gets out of it. Flacida kicks her onto the ground, kicks her up into the air. Now Flacida with the stage advantage here. Wii Fit Trainer tries to initiate with a soccer ball. Flacida gets away from it, but goes a little bit too far. Luckily able to get away from the big projectile coming out from the side of Wii Fit Trainer. Flacida grabs, throws her off the edge. It redlines once again, but the DI has been there for the side of Fairfax. Flacida able to keep her off the stage, not let too many shenanigans get away. But she does need to be careful. She shields the incoming projectile, gets tossed up in the air. Wii Fit Trainer goes for an aggressive aerial attack, but Dr. Mario able to get out of it. Flacida blocks the incoming soccer ball, dives a little bit too far past the Wii Fit Trainer, but jumps right on top of her with a down special, getting a quick 38 damage. Now make that 53. Flacida able to extend her lead a little bit, and Wii Fit Trainer might be able to keep her away from the stage here, but she gets back. Gets redlined again. She might get caught out by one of those soccer balls. The DI has been saving her here. And able to recover with 190% life. No fear. She charges right in. Back into the Wii Fit Trainer. Kicks them up into the air. Now Wii Fit Trainer at 83%. Flacida not able to reflect the next soccer ball. But she does block the big projectile to save herself, at least for a few more seconds here. But at 190... hard to survive. Wii Fit Trainer dash attacks and pushes her off the right side of the screen. So now both players at one stock. Flacida in the lead though, but she can't let this Wii Fit Trainer get too much damage lest she lose that lead. She gets pushed off. Blocks the incoming soccer ball. Comes in with a beautiful down air during her approach. It's Wii Fit Trainer at 112. Now slides in, kicks her onto the ground. The Trainer misses the soccer ball, but able to get a nice down tilt to push Dr. Mario away. Flacida looking to maybe reflect an incoming projectile. Smash attack comes out a little bit too early. Flacida able to mash out of the ground there. Fit Trainer uses their big projectile. Placida goes in. Fit Trainer is able to dodge. Placida reflects the soccer ball. It goes right into the grab of the Wii Fit Trainer. Placida kicks her up into the air. Fit Trainer counters with the soccer ball. They go back. Placida goes in with the down special. And the DI does not come in handy there. Wii Fit Trainer able to barely get KO'd. And a big first round win for Placida, as now she stands 1 round win away from evening up the series for the Eagles. We have returned with round 2 of set number 4. Flacida looking to even up the score here for the Eagles, but she switched over to K rule, so she just pick. The Dr. Mario has been working, but maybe to throw the players on Fairfax for a loop here. He slams her big foot onto the ground, gets a little bit of damage there, reflects the projectile with the counter. Goes into the dash attack with the big belly. Able to get a nice little hit in. Able to dodge that increased smash attack. Despite having the really big hitbox, able to get away from some of these incoming attacks. Flexing the soccer ball, reflects the sun salutation back at face of the trainer. Players waiting on the projectile. See it gets pushed away from the warrior post from the fit trainer. So far hasn't really been able to get a ton off of the K rule pick here. It's able to get away from the big projectile. So, but the soccer ball hitting the feet. Body slams is able to get the fit trainer up to 83. So despite some of these early hits, he hit back really hard. Still maintain some of that momentum in this match. You know, we're still holding on to that big projectile. Flacida just waiting for it to come out. Perhaps to try to land a reflect. She pushes him away with the blunderbuss. Flacida still trying to zone out. The fit trainer here. The fit trainer goes for that projectile, and Flacida goes for her own projectile instead of the counter, and which proves to be deadly. Perfect shield coming out from the Elite Fit Trainer, blocks an incoming smash attack from K-Rule, saving their life once again. But they do not get away from the counter. Flacida reading the incoming smash attack very well, able to secure her first KO here. But so far she has been on the back foot in most of this match, I would say. Flacida goes for a perfect shield, goes in, hits him with a body slam, gets Fit up to 51%, jumps away from the big projectile, stays in the middle, but gets pushed out by the warrior pose. She's able to get a little bit of space coming in from the crown, tries to push away with the blunderbuss. She reflects the incoming soccer ball and then up specials away. I'm not sure what that was exactly. Now the big projectile is out and there to play with. The trainer goes in, no fear, goes up, grabs K-Rule, chucks him in the air. She counters with the down air. Not able to counteract incoming ball. The Elite Fit Trainer runs right up the K-Rule, misses the grab. Flacida just turns around and body slam. Carrying her second KO. In a very vulnerable position. Yes, K-Rule can be hard to KO, but if you land one of those big projectiles or a fully charged smash attack, especially with another heavy character, it will go flying off the stage. Pushes Elite Fit Trainer into the ground. They're not at a high enough percentage that they just stay there. But good value nonetheless. Flacida goes in for the grab. Not able to get the up air coming out of it. And no follow-up from either the grab or the slam. Just able to get a little bit of chip damage there. And not quick enough on the side special. Pushes her away with a back air. Now we see charge up the smash attack too early. Tries to go for reflect. Goes for another down smash. Able to block that incoming attack with the super armor. Now sucks the Elite Fit Trainer up with the blunderbuss. Shoots her off. Goes for the spike. It does land, but it's not enough. Not enough knockback coming out from the down air. Both players trading blows. It's very even here. Those big projectiles. She pushes her away with a dash attack. Now it looks to maybe go off stage. Confirm this kill. They get sucked up by the blunderbuss. They get pushed out, but still not enough here. She goes for the back air. Tries to dodge to the center, land at the side smash here. Both players getting knocked away. Be very careful with the projectile. Play around. Flacida needs to be very defensive here. The trainer used the projectile too early, and Flacida turns around and punches her in the chest. The Elite Fit Trainer releases the projectile a little bit too early, and K-Rule able to get out of it. Flacida gets out of it, turns around, and lands a big side smash, knock the Wii Fit trainer out, and even up the score 2-2. We will head to Game 5, our rubber match to determine the winner between this match of Elite versus Fairfax High School. We'll be right back with set number 5 after this. All right, last up for the Eagles in the rubber match for our game 5 is going to be Ruby Runes trying to close things out, complete the comeback, and secured a second win for the junior varsity team today. He did ultimately fall 2-0 in his first round and will also be reprising the same matchup. So we will have another mirror match here, perhaps, of Marth versus Pyra Mithra. So we are on to what will be the final set of today. It is going to be the rematch of Ruby Runes versus this Marth player, Ruby Runes, going with Pyra Mithra again. And no changes now on the side of Fairfax. Marth able to push him out with a couple of side Bs, still looking to zone him out. Shields makes his way towards the center of the stage, gets caught up into a little bit of an uphill now from Marth. Goes into the side B, able to get a little bit of chip damage there, but nothing else comes out of it. Dodges the incoming attack from Marth. Dodges again, grabs, tosses him to the side, gets a nice little up air out of it. Now puts Marth at 43%. Jumps up in the air, gets into neutral air. He comes back with a side special. And able to get out of the grab of Marth. Chucks him into the ground. And now knocks him away with the up special. Just the side hitbox of that, able to do it, didn't give him the red line. I don't think Marth was expecting it. There wasn't the DI, the directional influence to save him there. So a big first kill for Ruby Runes. And something we hadn't seen in the first two matchups, which was Ruby Runes securing the first KO. He is able to dodge there. He dodges again, tries to go for the grab. And luckily able to get back onto the stage. Could have been a little bit below it. Or maybe got into a free fall there. Push Marth away, now looking to continue to extend that lead. Goes into the side special, slices him, Marth gets away. And the recovery from Marth is really well, doing wonders all the way below the stage. Ruby Runes catches him with the sides, or the up special again, pushes him away. And Marth comes right into the burning edge. And being able to keep his distance from that. At that time, Ruby Runes gets caught out. Now Marth making that adjustment. Ruby Runes able to switch to Mithra in air and dodge and get himself back on to the stage here. Now he dodges away from the Marth, goes in for the grab. Marth goes away from him. Both players trying to look for a grab as a way to open here, but both really well keep the distance. He dodges one too many times and then gets caught out by the Marth. Side tilt there. Marth shields the side special. A little bit of chip damage, doesn't get the full breadth of damage. Marth goes for a counter, but Ruby Rune's not really there to take the bait on that. Catches Marth in the up special, now switches to Mithra, looking for that opening to perhaps use that really strong up special. Should he miss, it could prove deadly. That time it does miss, he gets caught out onto the platform. Tosses the side special a little bit too early, but goes in for the grab. But mistimes the up special there. After the up throw, Marth missed the counter. It's chunked by the burning edge. Runes dodges away to the left, but it allows Marth to go in and at least get some more poke damage there. Both players at exactly 108. Ruby Runes may not be able to survive that. He switches to Mithra, switches to Pyra, but it's played too many switches. He goes down. Ruby needs to learn to secure this KO here. He's going to need to secure this KO here if he wants to stay in this particular round and not take a 1-0 deficit, at least heading into the second round of set 2 or set 5 here. Goes for the smash attack. Goes for the up special, and the side of it does land, so a timely KO there. Ruby has a little bit of catching up to do. Marth continuing to slash and dash. Grabs, chucks him onto the ground. Another nice little aerial there, but Marth shielding the next incoming attack. He pushes him away with the tilt. Dodges it again into the center. Trying to stay away from the Marth attack. Able to dodge that one. Does go in for the grab there and the throwdown. Hasn't really been able to find much of anything past maybe one extra aerial afterwards. Slices now evens up the score a little bit. Now pushes him away. He switches over to Pyra, looking to maybe secure this with that up special. And a great shield from the Marth. He read that very well, and he continues to push him away, and Ruby is not able to get out of that. So a really, really good shield from the Marth on something that would have probably been a KO had it landed. And so Fairfax High School now 3 stocks away from winning the 5th set and taking the match here. And now Ruby Ruins will have to force the comeback, needs to win the next game and the one after that to secure the victory for the Eagles. We'll be right back with round number 2 here as we get close to the end of this one this afternoon. Welcome back. We're on to what could be our final round of today. So, Fairfax High School needing to just knock out Ruby Ruins here all 3 times to claim victory. Ruby Ruins will need to complete the comeback. He's going to need to win this game and the next one. Able to get an up special off, but Marth able to get out of it. Dives in, goes for an aerial, but isn't able to find anything. Tries going for the grab. He does find the grab. Goes for a side special after, but Marth just jumps out of it really quickly. So should have gone for maybe a nice little neutral air there after the throw instead of the up special. He's just looking for the opening to perhaps use that. Marth not really taking the bait on any of those side specials anymore, and now continues to zone him out with good use of some forward airs and back airs. And Ruby Ruins flubs on the recovery, and now early KO. Not how he wanted to start off this game. Now has a lot more work to do if he is going to come back here. A little bit of a spot dodge from the Marth. Ruby's not really able to find anything. Finally sees an opening with a side special. Again, it's not going to get much. It's tough, especially if he's already down in the match. Runs up, grabs him, able to get a little more damage, but finds himself on the the far end of the stage. And Marth just exercising the stage control here. Ruby Ruins hasn't really been able to find his footing on Final Destination, so it looks like this one could be over quick. Finally able to land one of those side specials, getting charged up, and a nice smash attack to boot. So he does get his first KO, but he's now at 1, so he's going to need to play near perfectly here. But he jumps right into the side special, gets sliced a little bit, able to dodge the neutral special. Still looking for a grab here. Marth doing a nice job just playing keep away and zoning him out. Landing a couple of good neutral airs. And Marth able to shield that incoming side special. Not able to shield that one though. Ruby get a little bit more damage there. Able to also get a little bit of chip damage from the side special, but Marth turns around, hits him with a stronger attack. Now the up special leaving him exposed, and now Marth can just continue to push him away. What would have been a KO ends up being the match anyway. So Marth doing really well, just milling out Ruby Ruins off the stage, not letting him recover and securing multiple stocks that way. So that will be the final score of the game. Will be 3-2 in favor of Fairfax High School. So, final score today is Fairfax 3, Eagles 2. Tough loss for the JV team. Let's hope they bounce it back next week, but a great effort by all 3 players. And we had a close and exciting match this afternoon. We will return with more esports content, more esports live streams next Monday at 4 p.m. As always, remember to be elite, and we'll see you for the next